All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Naresh Margo. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India's G20 presidency belongs to the entire nation and is a unique opportunity to showcase the country's strengths. In Gujarat, newly elected BJP legislators meet today to elect the legislature party leader. In Himachal Pradesh, Congress MLAs authorise party high command to choose chief minister. Cyclonic storm Mandous makes landfall. The Met Department predicts rainfall at many places in Tamilnadu and Andhra Pradesh. In sports, Argentina storm into semifinal, defeating Netherlands 4-3 in penalty shootout in FIFA World Cup, and Croatia beat five-time world champions Brazil 4-2. In cricket, India and Bangladesh to play third ODI at Chittagong today, and in women's cricket, Australia win against India by 9 wickets in the first T20 International in Navi Mumbai. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India's G20 presidency belongs to the entire nation and is a unique opportunity to showcase the country's strengths. He emphasized the importance of teamwork and sought the cooperation of the states and union territories in the organization of various G20 events. Mr. Modi pointed out that the G20 presidency will help showcase parts of India beyond the conventional big metros and bring out the uniqueness of each part of the country. The Prime Minister said this yesterday while chairing a video meeting of the governors, chief ministers of states and lieutenant governors of union territories to discuss the aspects related to India's G20 presidency. Highlighting the large number of visitors who will be coming to India during India's G20 presidency and the international media focus on various events, Mr. Modi underlined the importance of states and UTs utilizing this opportunity to rebrand themselves as attractive business, investment and tourism destinations. The Prime Minister also reiterated the need to ensure people's participation in the G20 events by a whole-of-government and a whole-of-society approach. A number of governors, chief ministers and lieutenant governors shared their thoughts during the meeting, emphasizing the preparations being done by the states to suitably host G20 meetings. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar also addressed the meeting and a presentation was made by India's G20 Sherpa. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Maharashtra and Goa tomorrow. He will reach Nagpur railway station at 10 in the morning, where he will flag off Vande Bharat Express. The Prime Minister will take a metro ride from Freedom Park Metro Station to Khapri Metro Station, where he will dedicate Nagpur Metro Phase 1 to the nation. Mr. Modi will also dedicate AIIMS Nagpur to the nation. In a public function in Nagpur, the Prime Minister will lay the foundation stone and dedicate to the nation rail projects worth 1,500 crore rupees. Later, the Prime Minister will address the valedictory function of the 9th World Ayurveda Congress in Goa. He will also inaugurate 3 National Ayush Institutes during the program. In Gujarat, the newly elected BJP legislators will meet at the state party headquarters, Shri Kamalam in Gandhinagar today to elect the legislature party leader. Union Ministers Rajnath Singh and Arjun Munda, along with senior party leader B.S. Yediyurappa, will be present in the meeting as observers. All the newly elected party legislators have already reached Ahmedabad to attend the meeting. The BJP has bagged a record 156 seats in the 182-member assembly, while the Congress has won 17 seats. 5 seats went to the Aam Aadmi Party. The swearing-in ceremony will be held at Gandhinagar on Monday in the presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and the Chief Ministers of NDA-ruled states. Here is a report from our correspondent.
Governor of Gujarat, Acharya Devabrat, dissolved the 14th Assembly to pave the way for the formation of a new government in the state. Being the single largest party, the BJP submitted its claim to form the next government. Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel handed over his resignation letter along with his entire cabinet to the governor at Raj Bhavan. However, in all possibilities, Mr. Patel is likely to be elected as the leader of the legislature party. He retained the Ghatloria seat for a second straight term by defeating his nearest rival by over 192,000 votes. The new Council of Ministers is also likely to take oath on Monday along with the Chief Minister with Aparna Khund, Manas Pratim Sharma, AR News, Ahmedabad.
In Himachal Pradesh, the 40 newly elected Congress MLAs have passed a resolution authorizing the Congress High Command to choose the next Chief Minister of the state. AICC in charge for state Rajiv Shukla said that the legislature party meeting was called in Shimla yesterday to discuss the appointment of the next Chief Minister. He said all the Congress MLAs unanimously passed a resolution that the decision to choose the Chief Minister be left to the party High Command. The report will be submitted to the party High Command today. The government has said that the area sown under Rabi crops has increased by 15% so far this year as compared to the corresponding period last year. The Agriculture Ministry said the area sown under Rabi crops has increased from 457 lakh hectares to over 526 lakh hectares. The increase in area is across all crops and the maximum was witnessed in wheat. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Cyclonic storm Mandous has crossed over the North Tamilnadu coast close to Mamallapuram in the wee hours. The landfall process, which began midnight yesterday, has been completed now. It is very likely to move west-northwestwards and gradually weaken into a deep depression during the next 2 hours and into a depression by afternoon today. The Met Department has predicted that rainfall is likely to reduce to light and moderate rainfall at isolated places over North Interior Tamil Nadu and South Andhra Pradesh. The regional head of the Met Department said that Chennai and suburban areas witnessed rainfall up to a maximum of 16 centimeters due to the cyclone. Here is more from our correspondent.
Owing to the cyclone, educational institutions continue to remain closed today. Camps in colleges and universities stand postponed in the state. Air services have been disrupted due to crosswinds in the state. Transport services have resumed in the East Coast Road. Due to gusty winds, trees have been uprooted in many places and the administration has swung into action to remove them and restore normalcy. Telecommunication services have also been disrupted. Joy, AIR News, Chennai.
Puducherry witnessed moderate rain yesterday under the influence of Mandous. The sky is clear now. Schools and colleges have been closed today. Fishermen have been advised not to venture into the sea along and off the Andhra Pradesh coast. All the coastal districts and Rayalaseema district have been kept on high alert to face the situation during the cyclone. Heavy to moderate rainfall is recorded in several places in the state. The Human Rights Day is being observed today. The day is observed on 10th December every year since 1950 in commemoration of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that's UDHR, by the United Nations General Assembly in 1948. The UDHR is a milestone document which proclaims the inalienable rights that everyone is entitled to as a human being, regardless of race, color, religion, national or social origin, property, birth or other status. This year the theme is Dignity, Freedom and Justice for All. Meanwhile, Vice President and Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar has urged everyone to work towards building an ecosystem to promote human rights and dedicate oneself to promote the noble ideas and principles of Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In the Rajya Sabha yesterday, Mr. Dhankar said, "It is our bounden duty to strive to uphold dignity, freedom and justice for all." Extending his greetings on the occasion, National Human Rights Commission Chairperson Justice Arun Mishra in his message said that the day is observed to remember and strengthen the tenets of Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The government has said that 535 railway stations have been covered with 572 one-station, one-product outlets. Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said this in a written reply to a question in Rajya Sabha yesterday. The One Station, One Product scheme has been launched with the objective to promote the vocal for local vision of the government. The scheme provides a market for local products and creates additional income opportunities for the marginalized sections of the society. Mr. Vaishnav said, under the scheme, One Nation, One Product outlets at railway stations are allotted for showcasing, selling and giving high visibility to indigenous and local products. In the FIFA World Cup 2022, Argentina entered the semifinal, defeating the Netherlands 4-3 in a penalty shootout in the second quarter-final match at Lusail Iconic Stadium in Qatar. A report.
After an engrossing 90 minutes, Staatsman thought they had won it in extra time when Neymar scored a thumping effort to equal Brazil's official men's goal-scoring record. But Croatia substitute Bruno Petkovic had other ideas, stroking in a 117th minute equalizer to take the game to a nerve-shedding shootout. Each of Croatia's 4 penalty takers, Nikola Vlasic, Mislav Orsic, Lovro Mayer and Luka Modric, found the net, but for Brazil, Rodrigo's opening penalty shot was saved by Dominik Livakovic, who had a standout performance throughout the game, and Marquinhos' kick hit the post to knock out the Brazil team that were largely considered pre-tournament favorites. In another match, Argentina and Lionel Messi kept their World Cup dream alive on a nervy night as they defeated Netherlands 4-3 on penalties to reach the semi-finals.
Tonight, Morocco will lock horns with Portugal at Al Thumama Stadium at 8:30 p.m. Indian time. Bangladesh and India will play their third ODI at the Zahoor Ahmad Chaudhry Stadium, Chittagong today. The match will begin at 11:30 a.m. India will try to save themselves from a clean sweep as Bangladesh have already clinched the 3-match series by 2-0. The ODI series will be followed by 2 test matches. The first test will start on 14th December at Zahoor Ahmad Chaudhry Stadium in Chittagong, while the second test will be held on 22nd December at Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium in Dhaka. In women's cricket, Australia defeated India by 9 wickets in the first T20 International of the 5-match series at D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai last night. Chasing 173 runs for victory, Australia reached the target with 9 wickets in hand and 11 balls to spare. Beth Mooney scored an unbeaten 89 and Talia McGrath contributed 40 runs for the visitors. Earlier put into bat, India scored 172 runs for the loss of 5 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. For India, Richa Ghosh and Deepti Sharma scored 36 runs each. For Australia, Elise Perry took 2 wickets. The second T20 International will be played at D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai tomorrow. The remaining 3 matches will be played at the Braven Stadium, Mumbai on the 14th, 17th and 20th of this month. The series will be a good warm-up for both sides ahead of next year's Women's T20 World Cup set to be held in South Africa in February 2023. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Naresh. Under the headline, Congress searches for CM consensus amid chaos, Hindustan Times writes that factions competing for the state's top job appeared far from a consensus a day after winning a decisive election victory. The Statesman reports that it is happening for the first time since the inception of Gujarat state in 1960 that there is no opposition leader in the new Gujarat Assembly. Quoting BJP Delhi Chief Adesh Gupta, the Times of India says the MCT mayor will be from AAP. Supreme Court says that the collegium discussions cannot be in public domain, notes the Indian Express. ISRO trials propel India into hypersonic vehicle elite club, says the Pioneer. Honours degree only after 4 years in new UGC norms, writes Hindustan Times. Maharaja's new fleet, 150 Boeing 737 MAX jets, head for Air India, reports the Economic Times. Croatia beat favourites Brazil in penalty thriller in FIFA World Cup 2022, reports the Asian 8. And finally, the Financial Express says that India, with 20 of the most valuable companies in the world, has moved into the 5th position among the countries that are home to the world's top 500 firms.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India's G20 presidency belongs to the entire nation and is a unique opportunity to showcase the country's strengths. In Gujarat, newly elected BJP legislators meet today to elect the legislature party leader. In Himachal Pradesh, Congress MLAs authorise party high command to choose the chief minister. Cyclonic storm Mandous makes landfall. Met Department predicts rainfall at many places in Tamilnadu and Andhra Pradesh. In sports, Argentina storm into semifinal, defeating the Netherlands 4-3 in penalty shootout in FIFA World Cup. Croatia beat five-time world champions Brazil 4-2. In cricket, India and Bangladesh to play third ODI at Chittagong today. And in women's cricket, Australia win against India by 9 wickets in the first T20 International in Navi Mumbai. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.